I have a giant dog. Well, he's not giant. He's like 70 pounds. I got him when he was a puppy. I don't know what the size of him says about me, but whatever. But I got him when he was a puppy, and everybody loves puppies, no matter what's going on. Everybody's like, I would take him out, and people would just be like, "Oh my God, puppy!" And usually there were like two reactions. Right? There was the girl reaction, was like, "Oh my God, puppy! What is it? No, is that a puppy?" Yeah, it's a puppy. Obviously,
and what?
It's like 7 pounds. Are you kidding me? Yeah, it's a puppy.
It's a black.
Oh, can I pet it? What's its name? I'm like, shut up and bend over and pet it so I can look at your ass. Jesus. And then there's like a very similar reaction with guys. Not where I look at their ass, but like normally it's really also very awful. But it's like, oh my God, is that a puppy? Oh, look at him, he's such a good boy. Oh, do you like that? Do you like it when I touch you there? Good. Are you kidding me, really? I think I should call Chris Hansen. He should not be around small animals or children. But dogs do this really, they do certain things that are really specific to them. Like when they're in a strange place, and like my dog, he's in a strange place, he's excited, and for some reason I screwed up and didn't take him out. He starts to like, he's like, oh no, oh my God. He's like sniffing around like, what is that? I need to, and then he just starts this circling thing where he's like, oh God, oh no, it's coming, oh my God, oh no. And he stops. And he definitely poops everywhere. And I mean, it's happened to me mostly in inconvenient places. Like I went camping with my girlfriend, and we were out. And we had this. It's actually, it's too early in the year to camp. I don't know, or at least it is for me because I'm kind of a pussy. But it's like freezing at night, even if it's like 80 during the day. So I woke up in the morning with my girlfriend shaking me and being like, "Oh my God, Kevin, he's pooping." And I'm like, "Dexter, no." And like, so he's not listening to me at all. But then she breaks in and she's like, "Dexter, no!" And it sounds like the Fuhrer. Like talking to his first lieutenant or something, and he immediately, after circling and doing all those things, just sucks it right back up in, stops, and I was just like, whoa, that is amazing. Because me, if I had started that, it was no stopping there. I would just be over. Anyway, speaking of the Fuhrer, I had this really weird dream the other night where I was on a plane with Hitler. It was so strange. First of all, I get on the plane, and there's this dude causing a commotion in the middle of the aisle. Like, he's like, well, no, I ordered a window seat. It's this guy with really long hair and some sandals on, and he's like, do you know who I am? Do you know who my father is? And I'm sitting here, and there's like a line forming behind me, and I'm tired. My arms are getting tired from holding my bags. I just want to get to my window seat, and I just want to sleep the rest of the flight. I'm stressed out in this dream for some reason. I guess it's been a long week in dream world. So it finally settles down. Somebody's like, fine, you can take my seat or whatever. And this guy gets the seat. And I go, and I have my ticket. And I get to my seat. And there's Hitler. Sitting in the window seat that I had booked. And I'm like, oh God, this is going to be great. And we sit in the aisle next to Hitler. It's going to be terrible. And he looks up and he's like, oh.
I'm moving.
Well, they double booked. I have the same seat. But you know what? You can have my seat. And I'm like, really, Hitler? And he's like, yeah, man, no problem. Just, And I back up, and, he shifts in, and I get in, and, I'm in the window seat, and I grab the pillow, and I lean up against the window, and then I realize Hitler's, like, searching around in his seat for his pillow, and he doesn't have one. And I'm like, well, shit. He just gave me his seat. I should at least give him the pillow, right? And I'm like, Hitler, here, take the pillow. He's like, you know what, man? There's that hard window there. Don't worry about it. You got the pillow. It's no big deal. God, Hitler is really nice, but at the same time I'm thinking, maybe I should grab that like weird plastic spork when they deliver the meal and just like try to kill it with it for like mankind, right? I don't know. I don't know if I kill him in Dream World, if that's like Avengers or something. I'm not really sure. And then suddenly there's like a commotion on the other side of the plane from that stupid long-haired guy, and he's like, why isn't there any wine? And like screaming and yelling. And they finally settle him down by giving him some water. I don't know. Anyways, me and Hitler, we look at each other and we're like, that guy, right? And then he's like, hey, you want a cigarette? And I'm like, Hitler, this is a plane, you can't smoke. And he's like, yeah. You can't kill millions of people either. And then I wake up and I'm watching Fox News. No idea or why I was thinking about any of those things.
That's awesome.
Anyways, I want to tell you a little bit about how I got here tonight, my journey to the stage, doing comedy. It was a long time ago. I was here at a show. I was at the bar, watching the comedians, and I thought they were, you know what, you guys are pretty funny. And I was like, you know, I'm going to talk to Anthony after the show. So I got a little drunk, right? And I go, you know, I had a few in me. And I come up after the show and I'm like, hey, Anthony, I think you're great. You know what, I want to do some comedy, man. Can we make this happen? And he's like, yeah, sure. Just friend me on Facebook. I was a little heartbroken. I was like, you know what, I'm going to wait. I'm going to wait a few weeks. Maybe he'll forget about it. You know, and then I'll add him as a friend and you won't know who I am. And then like maybe we become friends and do some comedy together someday. I don't know. So, you know, I woke up one morning and I was like, you know, I was like, you know what, I'm not just going to friend him, I'm going to send him a message. And several drafts later, I hit the send button and I requested him as a friend and I walked away and I walked right back. And he hadn't accepted my friend request, of course, I don't know. And then I went and I ran some errands and I came back and you know, sure enough, he had accepted my friend request. And not only that, but he had responded to my message. Right? And I was pretty excited. I don't know. I was a little nervous, but I was pretty excited. And I opened up the message, and it's like, hey man, you know, you can come out on Sundays with me and the guys, and you can maybe we can do some comedy sometimes. And I was like, oh, Sundays, yeah, because comedy's on Wednesdays. And the guys, I don't even know who these guys are. Who are these guys? What are you talking about? You know, like, who are these guys? And I'm like, you know what? It's fine. I'm in the friend zone. It's cool. I'll just keep reading the message. Whatever happens, will happen. So I go to the next paragraph, and he's like, hey man, I don't usually do this. Would you like to do some comedy tonight? And my first thought was, oh my God, Anthony, you were being very forward right now. I've never even done comedy in my life, you know? Like, I was hoping maybe we could just get together, have some laughs, do some ha-has, make a couple of funnies. And here you are asking me for comedy on the first night, and I'm like, oh, I don't know. So I said yes. But don't think that'll work for you. Anyways, so I went out to a restaurant a few nights ago, and I was out there with my girlfriend, and I realized there was something inevitable about to happen. And I'm not really one to like poop anywhere but home. And you know, like maybe occasionally at work, and if I'm like at a friend's house, and I'm like, hey man, do you have like a cave, like a few miles underground in a way where I could possibly poop privately? That'd be great. But I realized this was going to happen, and I'm like, there's no stopping it. So you know, I go and I start, and I'm looking, and I'm like, oh my God, where's the bathroom? Oh my God, I can't see it. Where is it? And I see this sign in the distance, and I'm moving really fast, and I get there, and I see like the handicap stall. I'm like, oh my God, that's the one. And I go and I run and I start I'm like, is there the toilet paper? Okay, it's got toilet paper. Check. Shut the door. Spin around, and then I collapse onto the toilet, and all of a sudden time stops, and I hear, Gavin, no! And everything comes back up inside me, and I think, oh my God, I didn't see a urinal on the way in here. And it was my girlfriend who had seen me go into the women's restroom, who would come in, and just like she stopped my dog from pooping, stopped me from pooping. Thank you, have a good night.
Everybody please